quite different. Straight from our friends at Treyarch, here is a look at Modern Warfare Zombies.
We'll never get free.
Oh my god, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this.
One of our patrols reported hostile contact.
And there's blood in the water.
Then went dark.
There's one! I can see him!
Oh my god! Oh my god, the logo! MWIII.
You will infill into a low-threat zone. Nothing
Wow.
gets in, and nothing, I say again, nothing gets out.
Oh, I'm so excited, you know. I know it's going to be different to our traditional, like, classic zombies experience, but I'm just still so excited. Mimic! My baby! Still gutted no one's made a Mimic plushie yet. Mangler?
The situation is dynamic and evolving. There are other friendly assets on the ground.
Oh my god, Jug.
Join forces to take out those threats.
The puppies! Wow. I'm guessing these are all the different, like, zones. What was that?
Strike team, you have execute authority. Proceed to the high threat zone.
Spicola! Disciple? Oh, the head. Pack a punch, camos, monkey bomb!
Monsters are real.
What is that? Is that an abomination? That's like a super abomination. What the hell? Like a darky, the bike, ray gun. Oh my god, there's too much going off. What is that camo?
To Operation Deadbolt.
Wow. Oh my god, the abomination had like zombies hanging out from underneath it or something. What? Oh, that Soul Harvester blueprint's pretty cool. Oh my god, I feel like there was so much.
Just got a sneak peek at the end of that trailer of the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint.
Oh
More
my
on
god, the
that
music in the
just a
background
bit.
as
But
well.
now, let's welcome some very special guests from Treyarch, because you got Kevin Drew as well as
Let's
Miles Leslie.
go!
Kevin is the Associate Director of Design and Miles is the Associate Creative Director. Welcome to the both of y'all, and it is so exciting to talk about some zombies.
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
awesome in here. We just swapped over to a little undead purple in the back.
When I think
Oh,
of
it looks so
the
cool.
ambiance.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about purple and zombies that just, it really does something for me. But guys,
Dark Ether.
earlier this week, we held an event at Treyarch. We were able to bring a couple of different groups of creators who are here today at Call of Duty Next.
Oh my god, I
Into
wish I could have
Treyarch,
gone.
First time you guys have had.
That would have been
folks in
amazing.
the Studio.
One day.
Long time. It was
One
super
day.
exciting. We want to talk a little bit about the event and some of the awesome reactions we got to see in the room from these guys.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience bringing in those people. You know, zombies is traditionally something
Whoa.
that's a mode based on exploration, discovery, but we felt like there's so much new here. We really wanted to get a group in there and play it, get hands-on, get impressions, get feedback, and we just had a really great time playing with them.
You're getting to see a couple of the reactions in the room there. They got to see some footage. They got some playtime.
Wow.
You
The
guys
play-
answered
the-
about some
yeah.
questions.
Yeah, the playtest though was absolutely fantastic. There were so many awesome moments.
So many
it felt-
faces I
it just felt right getting
recognize.
them into play.
Well, I was going to ask, like, as you know, having been in the lab, making this for so long, right, and then getting people to see it. In what you guys said before, I remember you guys mentioning that it's not a thing you do often,
No.
bringing people into
Yeah.
the studio. So that must have been a very, like, almost revealing experience for you guys,
It,
right?
it felt very good getting.
Imagine that, being
outside
invited
people
into
besides
freaking
us
Treyarch
playing.
studio one day to play test some zombies.
Super fun, you know. So,
That's the dream right there.
yeah.
Guys, one of the most popular questions I noticed, you know, ripe amongst the crowd of creators that was there, Easter eggs. We know them, we love them, we want them in zombies. What, if anything, can you tell us? Give us a little taste.
I
A little
mean,
tidbit, a little more.
Little
something.
taste.
we can't give
I'm
them
not
all.
giving anything.
Well, then what should we expect?
So
at
if
least, in
you
terms
were
of what's
paying
there?
attention to that trailer you just saw for the first time,
Okay.
maybe at the end, if you go back and scrub it, you might see something that you'll see that's kind of big. Now, I don't want to give it all away. There's a lot to discover in this open world zombies.
Oh yeah.
Already, I feel like
And
we need to
think
watch that
is
trailer
a-
again.
perfectly.
Even with
to
the
my
first one
question,
they
which
dropped,
is,
you know, a
there's
second
so
rewatch
much
really does
that
just
needs
like
to be unpacked here.
make you see so
I
many little
guess,
bits that you missed the first
what
time.
I'm curious about is like, what are the key things that you want the community to know about this iteration of zombies? The differences potentially from, you know, the previous game till this one, because you guys.
Oh, I'm so excited to go like Easter egg hunting as well, find some
I
little
mean, it's a MOBA based
bits
on
and bobs.
experimentation, and we're really doing that here. This is taking our gameplay, our classic zombies gameplay and mechanics, and putting them on the big map and all of the experiences that offers with vehicles and the vast space and the higher player count. And
It's
then on
gonna be
top of
interesting,
that,
that's for
putting
sure.
it in the modern warfare era, where you have their equipment, the operators,
Bikes,
and
like a
just
dark
all
ether
that.
bike or something. What?
It's this massive open world co-op experience.
I'm happy to see
So
the
that-
little
that's
Ray
something
Ray
that
back.
feels
Good old
exciting, it
Reagan.
feels different. Kind of what led you guys to design, you know, Modern Warfare Zombies the way that you did in this big new way?
Yeah, like what made
So we
you
just saw an opportunity with the big map
decide
have
to go
the
for this
biggest
as
PvE
opposed to
experience we've ever had in the franchise.
traditional
So
classic round
Which
in the
is
based?
something.
past,
Yes.
we had pure, like pure
Yeah.
Yes,
PvE.
pure PvE, no PvP.
You're safe.
I want
here,
that hoodie.
and there- you know,
Where can I get me a Treyarch hoodie?
You know,
Safe
it
is
is
relative.
fighting zombies at the end of the day. Yeah. But and then you mentioned like the way that the game is played, the open world, but how do the players like interact with one another in that world? Because and also like, you know, I like running solo from time to time. Is that also something that's possible as well?
Absolutely. So it's 24 players total. You can go in solo. You can go in with your squad. But what's awesome is that you're all on the same team trying to do the same thing. So when you're out in the world, you'll run into other squads or other players. You can make a decision in that moment to like combine and form a super squad.
Oh, so you
of
can
six.
form a super team.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Like
Oh, yeah.
in-game form a super
Yes.
team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Super team
That's
in
8
zombies,
squads
who's
of
down?
3. You can group up together. You can go lone wolf it. I don't know if I'd recommend that, guys. From what I've
I
seen.
mean,
Experienced
yes,
players.
if you
It's
want
good that
a
you can still play
challenge,
solo,
you can
though,
go
if you
solo,
want to.
but it is
I
a
love
lot
playing
of
with
fun
people,
to
but I do
grab
like
some
having the,
friends,
you
form
know,
those super squads.
option to go and
Yeah.
play
And
solo
again,
and
the
practice
map
and
is
stuff when I
massive.
can
There's
too.
zombies everywhere. There's other surprises
We're gonna
everywhere.
get to
Yes,
that.
we'll
We're
get to
gonna
that.
get
Oh,
to
what
that. Getting
surprises! Keep them coming.
So
Keep 'em
a couple
coming.
weeks ago, we saw the very first look at Modern Warfare Zombies in the
Cinematic
that we
trailer,
released, which really
which was
sets
very
the stage
good.
for
I thought that was a
narrative
really
of
strong
Modern
start,
Warfare
as she said,
Zombies,
sets the
and that
stage.
we see.
Right.
Miles, can you take us through what's going on?
What's going on here?
What's going on?
100%. Yeah,
What's
100%.
going on?
So, you know, that opportunity that Kevin talked about is there's a few questions when people saw that cinematic, and if you hadn't, go and watch it. It's awesome. Hold on a second. Where are we in time and place? We are between Modern Warfare 19 and MWIII, the year 2021, and that's really important to the story because in true Treyarch Zombies fashion, we are always jumping eras, jumping moments, and really touching different timelines and interesting
I'm
ways. I
really,
can't
really
go into all
interested
of
to
it,
see where
but there's a
they
reason
pick
for
up with
that.
the
Now,
story,
the
you
next
know.
question which you're hinting to
Especially
is,
after Cold
why is
War, I
Zakhaev
really love that.
alive? I saw him die, but did you? Did
Oh.
you really?
I saw him die.
I saw him fall down a missile silo.
You saw him fall. There was blood. But in true sort of story fashion, if there's no body, he's not dead. Now,
Yeah.
Task Force 141 went back to that silo. There was water at the bottom. It had been drained. Lots of blood. And Zakhaev was gone. Now, officially declared deceased.
Ooh.
But then whispers emerge that he's still alive. And now, of course, in true sort of villain fashion, he starts to hear whispers himself as he's recovering from
Oh.
falling down that silo, which he did.
Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
just a
about this
bit.
new thing called
Just a wee bit.
Ethereum, and he wants to get it. And that really sets the stage. All of that, by the way, is day one getting in the door like you saw in the cinematic, which is that's the start of the story. And players are going to experience this story just in really interesting ways.
So it's a flashback, it's canon, we've got worlds colliding
Yes.
with Cold War, with Modern Warfare. We'll
Oh.
talk a little bit more about that later. But the story really progresses in a new and interesting way. Let's take a look at how these come to life in the intro mission.
Ooh.
Yes, yes.
The intro mission.
Your objective is a roof-mounted comms tower. Marking location on TAC map.
Oh my gosh, finally
Tower is active.
gameplay.
Decryption key from Jansen's tablet to establish comms.
On it, Ravenov. So excited. I know it might not be for everyone, but as someone who did really enjoy Outbreak, Vanguard not so much, but I really did enjoy Outbreak and Cold War, and DMZ also, to kind of have like a combination of the two. I mean, I'm very open-minded, very open to it. Man, look at them, the big hordes!
Oh, you got here quicker than expected. I still need a minute or two. I'm in the middle of erasing my research from the Terminus database.
Protect Dr. Jansen. We need her alive.
Target down. Zakayev will unleash this hell everywhere from now.
Slam with the back of the gun.
Clear and hold that LZ strike team. Multiple enemies on approach. Weapons free on all fronts.
That was our little
So what you
sneak
just saw
peek
there
of
was
some
just a little snippet
gameplay.
of that story mission intro, and what's
That's
really
the story
exciting
mission
again about this
intro.
opportunity across the open world is, like Kevin was saying, is we want to bring that story to the forefront. These story missions have handlers from the Modern Warfare world, from the Black Ops world, Cold War world that you might see, some new friends along the way as well, and they're going to help you on this story and these missions that take you across the big map. Lots of different activities and cool things to do. Awesome cinematics and well. And again, the whole point of this is that if you're new to being a zombies player, we want you to experience that story. We want you to get into it. But if you're seasoned and you just want to jump in and kill some zombies,
So it's
you can
like
free roam and do that, and then
approachable
jump
for
to the story
everyone.
later.
Do you know what I mean?
We
Veteran
really
players and
have
players who are
embraced
just
that open
starting
world
out.
sort of feeling across this, and that's really the exciting
Which is
thing
what I thought was good about Cold War
you
as
kind of pick
well.
your poison, that player
You know,
base.
I know so many people who have played zombies for years who love that game, but I also met so many new people who had only just started playing zombies at that
Hearing
point.
you guys talk about this like throughout the day, super awesome and great to see that like the player choice is very prevalent, right? But you know, zombies has been a mode that's been in the game for such a long time.
Such a long time.
It runs side by
Wasn't
side
it World at War
parallel
08?
to Call of Duty and
2008?
its incredible legacy. But there are still players that are going to be new to this, that are coming into this with a fresh set of eyes for the first time ever. What's in store for them? Because, you know, this could be a little jarring, right? There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Absolutely. So zombies can be pretty intimidating, and we know that there might be a lot of players who might only play Modern Warfare, or DMZ, or Warzone. So we've built this mode to make sure that they can have success and have fun, and also support our veteran audience. So
and on a brand new
map, and we'll talk about that more later.
Not later.
But here, for this mode, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of difficulty. So you're going to infill on the outer edges, and this is kind of like lower level difficulty. And new players can really hang out here for the duration of a match and have a great
yeah,
time.
I did
But our
hear
advanced
about all the
players are
different
going to want to try to
zones.
get into that center of that map as soon as possible. That's where Zakeo threw that vial and started this entire incursion.
What an
So at
arm on
least,
it.
yeah, if you are a veteran player, you can get
He needed
straight
the
into it if
vial,
you
now
really
we
want
have
to. But if
a-
you are
now
just
we have a
starting
hot
out, take it
zone.
easy, and you know
Yeah. And now we have
the more
to
chill
make this. All
zones.
right, well, then let's look at the flip side of that one, though, right? Because we talked about the new players, how we get those folks into the game and have them playing something outside of their comfort zone, so to
Totally.
speak. But one thing that we know is that there are core zombies fans that love this experience, live and breathe it. So what do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about that fusion, and like Kevin said, the experimentation was, well, how do you bring all those core zombie Treyarch features into this new world? Mystery box.
Yep,
We've
the
got
mystery box
wall
classic.
buys. We've
Wall
got the
buys.
Pack-a-Punch, the Pat Machine. All of these things.
We saw
are
that in the
spread out
trailer.
across this ginormous map, and as you go in, it's up to you.
Stamina! My baby.
How do you want to accumulate
Where would I be
your-
without you,
your
stamina?
arsenal and your loadout? How do you want to tackle this world?
Pack
But those
punch.
zombie features are super key to making this feel fresh and really an evolution of that sort of open world feel as you get more
Quick
powerful.
revive.
And again, it's fused with the Modern Warfare DMZ feeling as well as buy stations as well, using
You're
the
gonna see
score
features
streaks.
that you
Yeah,
recognize.
absolutely.
Speed cola. I don't know why I feel the need to read them out every time they pop
Which you might
up.
not have had in other zombies, so that's where we've
But
married
yeah,
them
they look
together in
sick.
interesting ways. But
It's awesome.
the most important core feature, of course.
It's a sweet new feature, folks.
What?
Is our cereal.
Zombie cereal.
How do I get me some of that? How do I get me some of that?
Yeah, it's your Call of Duty next. It has.
I believe that box glows in the dark as well, which is
Yep.
pretty freaking cool.
It's outrageous.
I may or may not have taken a box of those.
Oh yeah,
already.
I've stolen them.
Can you get me a box too, please? Steal a box for me.
What came off the truck?
I beg.
Shout out to Off Limits
Yes.
cereal. For
I would
making
never
this with
eat
the
that.
box
I would
with
just keep that
super
sealed
Modern
in
Warfare
box on my
zombies,
shelf.
And it's a woman-owned business, which is dope.
Awesome.
And it
Clang,
glows in the
clang,
dark.
bang.
Yeah.
Clang,
so
clang,
I
bang.
would be remiss to not hit on one of the really core features for our Zombies
Oh, yes.
players. And that's the Wonder Weapon,
Oh,
guys.
yes.
I need to know.
Yeah, so of course we have a Wonder Weapon, and it's
Yeah.
been custom made
I
again
saw
for this
that.
open world experience. It is the
Boy.
Scorcher.
Oh my word!
The what? The
Let you just look at it for
Scorcher.
a
Look at that
second.
first raise.
Yes,
That thing is huge.
It's absolutely amazing. So the Scorcher again is built for demolishing the highest density of
was like
zombies
10
you've ever
Wow.
seen. Oh yes,
I didn't see that in the trailer before. I was like,
Absolutely.
what is
On
that?
top of that, it's got an alt fire that launches you into the air so that you can use it to engage. If you want to jump into a horde, if you want to get away from the horde of
Yeah, I did
zombies,
see someone
if
there.
you wanna
That
jump
was the
on a
clip. Someone
building or
probably
over a
leap into the
building,
air with
it's
it.
Really,
Wait, so you can like rocket jump
oh,
with it? Is that
yeah, absolutely. It's
I'm
once
really
you
excited
get
to give
into,
that a
like,
try.
basically the flow state of using it,
Looks
and
fun.
It's in your arsenal. It's
There's no limits.
chef's kiss.
Okay.
Chef's kiss?
Wonder
You're
Weapon,
like, I'm the
Scorcher. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
And part of what makes Zombies so special, especially with this new open world field, is the replayability.
This is
this-
something I
it's
was
not a
really
one and
concerned
done game
about.
mode. So how
was
is
the
Modern
replayability.
Warfare 3 Zombies gonna push that forward and take the next step in terms of what keeps players coming back for more every time?
Yeah, so this is a really
Because I read
kind
that
of
there was just
replayable
3
mode. It's an
acts.
extraction.
But again,
exfil
depends how
mode, right?
difficult
so
they
you're
are
trying
and
to
stuff, I
get deeper and
suppose.
deeper into the map, and at first, you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have to play a lot, over and over, gain mastery, try to take things out, make sure you successfully
Mastery?
exfil so you can come back in the next time with hit the ground running.
Mastery
with the right
camos and
stuff.
zombies,
Yeah.
please.
Can you talk to me-
I did
you
see some
mentioned
funky
this
camos there
we saw
before, but I'm like, are
Zephyr
they the Pack-a-Punch
beat the
camos?
vial
Are
in
they the
the
mastery
cinematic.
camos? I don't
That has
know.
created the
I don't
inversions
know.
in that super hot area we saw a little bit of on the TAC map. Can you talk to me about how the storm will play into the map, what that vial did, and what the gameplay repercussions are going to be for the
Right.
player there?
Yeah, so this thing is in the map, and it's the source. It's spreading the dark aether, so
Source.
it will always be there in the map. It's going to dictate this time limit.
Ooh.
At 45 minutes, it's going to start growing and completely consuming the
dang.
map, and that's where you need to
yeah.
get out.
Yeah.
Um,
a lot of zombies.
and it gets really, intense.
So it's a total.
That kinda looks like
1 hour
Similar, I was
Yeah,
literally
1
just
hour-
about to
1 hour
say, to
session
when the
that
Disciple in
goes
Cold War had them,
24 players.
and they
It
kind of
goes
got that
back to
buff.
getting in,
Then it shows us the
again, player
Disciple.
pacing. You want to stay on the outer edges, awesome. You want to challenge yourself, go into medium and high threat, but the Aether Storm waits for no one, and it will come, and it will make the zombies harder.
Yeah.
And that's part of the challenge and fun is, are we going into the storm to cleanse it?
Yeah.
Are we avoiding it?
What are we
At
going
first, I thought like, played zombies for years straight into that like extreme high threat storm or whatever. But then I remember when DMZ come out and hopped into that thinking it was going to be like so easy with like the bots and AI and stuff, and absolutely getting my head taken off with a bunch of bots with shotties. So even though I'm like, oh god, I've played zombies for ages, definitely going to hop in and go to like the extreme zones first. Maybe it will be wise to start out start out small and build up.
Get the hell out of
What's the
Dodge.
exfil
What
plan?
are we
Yeah.
doing here?
What are we doing here?
Is really where you get into a lot of fun.
And really too, when you think about that heat map for zombies, part of that is going to be gearing up. You said you're spending, a lot of players will be spending a lot of time on the outer edges of the map or in the yellow.
Yeah.
Gearing up, getting that loot, collecting.
Yeah,
the right
I was
things that
wondering,
we need
will it
to have
work with like how it does with
successful
DMZ?
infill.
So like you get your
One of the most
weapons,
exciting things
maybe
about
like
that is
perks and other
how
bits and
weapons will
bobs,
carry over
exfil
from
with
match
it
to match.
and start
Yeah,
again.
so if you're familiar with DMZ, we have contraband weapons, so everything you're
Yeah.
finding in the match you can take out and bring it with you. We have,
Item persistence.
yes,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
insurance
Okay.
slots, but we've really taken that to the next level with all the zombies upgrades. So, in the past you've had to do all that just in game and you lose it. Now, all of those things have been formed into a consumable version called acquisitions. So things like Pack-a-Punch, weapon rarity, ammo mods, wonder weapons.
Yeah.
All of those things you can find in the match and you can decide to use them then, or you can take them out and just start the next match, load up, pack a
Infill
punch.
hot.
I'm coming
drink
with
4
it straight
perks
away.
immediately, and now you're good to go. Like, you're going all the way into the high throw.
Straight into the red zone, juiced up on perks, right?
Yeah.
Already got your-
So it might even be worth having like a couple of like
But what was
slower
the,
games
I guess,
earlier on, get yourself
inspiration?
prepped, and
Was it
then
just
dive into
let's
like
just
a
try something
red zone
creative,
game.
different, fun. Do what Zombies has always done and push the bar.
Yeah, I just like introducing this different kind of pressure with the
That's
time limit,
cereal.
but then now giving players this additional ability to bring things in is huge.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
it's part of that. How do you ease new players and seasoned
Yeah, I'm
players,
intrigued
right?
to see how
It kinda
that'll
relates
work.
to
Instead of,
rounds
as you
primarily
said,
from that.
every
It's just
zombies
like,
game, you're normally
when
having
you
to
get
start
into
up from the
higher
beginning,
zones,
aren't you?
have
Get your
more of that
points,
arsenal.
get your
That's where those
guns,
seasons
pack
are
a
gonna feel it.
punch,
They're gonna feel it, and they're gonna want that
perks.
challenge. Well, you know what? There's a big challenge there.
Whereas
so you
this
better be
time, you
loaded
know,
up on a
you do
bunch
have
of
the
stuff
ability
coming
to,
in
as long as
to
you
really
exfil
succeed.
All right,
successfully,
we're
to
getting into
bring
the
that all
landing
in
map
again.
here. Finally, Miles, I asked you before. You said that Zombies is all about discovery, and it is. We know those secrets, those Easter eggs are out there lurking in
Can't
the
wait
world.
to go hunting for those once
But
the game
of all the
drops.
secrets again.
Oh.
I'm gonna pressure you.
Yes!
Here, Steph.
What can you tell us? What should we be looking out for?
Something, come on.
I can't get into all of the secrets. I want to, but the team would kill me. There's a lot in there.
We
But
want people to find them.
we
too.
do want them to find it, but we have, again, taken advantage of this map. There's a lot there on day one for Discover. We love watching the community find these things. That is part of the fun.
Yeah.
So we don't want to spoil any of it, but there's a lot in there, and we're already planning some fun stuff to come later as well.
Well,
So
look,
more coming.
You're not getting it out of us.
coming.
You know
More
what?
coming as well, more
Be
Easter
trying to
eggs.
dig deep. I will never do that. Ever in a million
Maybe
years.
more
But what
maps?
can you guys tell me about the monsters?
There
What do
you
you
go.
tell us about all the monsters that we have coming up here? Because there seems like there's some wild ones that are going to be.
I've seen a
available
few
for players
already.
against.
We have a full gambit. It starts with just our zombies. We have more zombies than we've ever seen before in one space. They completely fill
Probably
up
'cause the
this
map's so big,
Anywhere you
right?
go, there's going to be danger. But
And that's
then
what I
we
want
have
as well. I
all
didn't
of our
want,
other awesome
you know,
enemies.
to
So
find
we'll
loads
have
of
our
areas
mimic,
which were
who
just
disguises
kind of
himself as
empty.
A cache in the map, so you have to be careful. The disciple, he
Oh,
buffs.
that was me this morning.
Just waking
I feel like
up.
even with
Buffing
Outbreak,
zombies and
you
light
kind of
draining
knew
the
where the
Mangler
zombies
with
would
his
spawn in from
cannon
after
and
playing it
ranged
for so
attacks,
long, and there were
just
some areas
all
that were
sorts of
just
threats.
so
But the
quiet,
Mega
and I didn't like
Abomination,
that.
He's about 3 times bigger
Bring
than
on
we
the
last
chaos.
saw him. He's
Yeah, 'cause
so
he needed
big
to be
now.
bigger.
Yeah.
He needed to be big. God, yeah, that is like a super abomination.
Oh, fun.
The dingle dangles.
He
is-
can't fit in
The
buildings
tingle
anymore, he's
dangle.
so big, so he needs those guys to
But he'll
go
still get
inside
you
and
in the buildings.
But this is when you talk about like that opportunity of open world is, okay, you think you're going to be safe, I'm going to run inside. No, absolutely not. The abomination will send in these little creatures and they will try to explode and flush you out. So
Oh!
do you want to die by the lasers outside or do you want to die by these zombie explosions?
I don't want to die at all.
Your choice.
I'm not dying at all. I'm getting out of there.
That's right.
But perhaps more terrifying than monsters even for the first time. There are
right.
humans
Yes.
in zombies
Yeah?
as well.
The real enemies all along.
So this enemy PMC group
Yeah, absolutely.
is in the world.
That's another, you know, again, important to the story when you go back to Sakayev and this Terminus Outcomes PMC group. They're his muscle that he's hired. They found that Ethereum. They want more in true sort of bad guy fashion, and they are across the map. So for the first time, you're going to be able to, if you want, fight these AI. There's a gameplay loop tied to them where there's a progression on that side, and you can run into them. You can avoid them if you want. If you just want to chill out and shoot zombies all day, that's great. You want to mix it, that's cool. Or the coolest thing.
It does
is to
sound
take
like
a
that, you know,
horde of
there is
zombies,
a few
and
different
Kevin
ways you
loves to
can
say it's
play
like
this
Cordyceps,
mode.
which
A
it
few
is.
different
You shoot a
approaches you
few,
can take.
You get a big horde of them.
They're
Which,
upset.
as I say,
And you
I was
basically
initially a bit
train
worried
them
about
right into the
replayability,
game.
but after hearing more and
And
more,
it's basically the
I'm
zombies
hoping
are
it is a mode that I'm not going to
Yes.
get
Right.
fed
It's
up of,
awesome.
you know,
So
after playing a few
100%
times
team
and stuff,
zombies,
and then
just-
end up
you
sticking
just
to
kinda
MP. I
sneak
would
by
really
as
like
they're
this
causing all the
to be in this for the
carnage,
long
get
run, you
loot,
know, and get a
what
lot
you
of
need, and get
enjoyment
out,
and
but
fun
it's-
out of it
it's
over the next
really
few months or
just-
year,
I can't express
leading up
the
to the next
moment when you
Tryout Zombies
unleash
game
your
anyway.
own zombie horde.
The tingle
Zombie
dangles.
AI. It's really satisfying.
Man, that abomination is
Awesome. I can't
crazy.
Well, you guys saw
It looks a
after the
huge
zombie
in scale
trailer
next to the body
earlier,
then.
but in a couple of minutes, Lottie's going to give you all the details on the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. Stay tuned.
Oh, yes,
that
please.
thing is absolutely absurd.
It
It's
did look very
100%
pretty.
something that you're
It
gonna
did
wanna
look very
see
pretty.
in Zombies Day One. But I have some other news. We
Oh.
got a little taste of that big map that you guys keep
yeah.
talking about. I am excited to announce that the big map you saw here teased in Modern Warfare Zombies was actually your very first
Warzone map?
look at the brand new map coming to Warzone. We're deep diving into Battle Royale coming next.
Oh boy, it's going to
Stay
be
tuned.
awesome stuff. Firstly, Kevin, Miles, I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Your passion is infectious. Your love for this is truly it's
Love that.
inspirational, and I'm
Love
excited
that.
to try it out.
I wish we could stay and talk about it. Yes.
Same. You should just have your own COD next. Just your own
There's
version.
some lovely Zombies artwork
I
today
think we
that
could talk about this
will
all
be
day.
debuting later.
It's going to be awesome. I'm sure everyone's so
Thanks for
excited to
having us.
jump into
Yeah,
Zombies.
I
And
am.
thank you guys so much for
I
sharing
hope you
that
guys
love
are
for
as
this.
well, because I
Of course,
genuinely
wraps up
am. As I
our
say,
Modern
you know,
Warfare
it's
Zombies
not
portion of
the
this,
traditional
show
classic
here, but
experience that we
next
all know,
up,
love, and
it's
expect.
Warzone with live
But
Warzone
I think
gameplay
going into it,
and
we just
new
to
map
say
details
a
are
little
gonna
bit
be
of
coming
open
your way.
mind,
But first,
open-mindedness.
quick word from our sponsors.
And if you like it, then great. If not, hopefully, you know, as I said, campaign, MP's got you covered. And we can just hold out and look forward to the tryout game the year after.
TCL. Play like a pro on the big screen with TCL Q-Class QLED TVs. Up to 98 inches.
Duty next. Zombies! Where do we even start? Oh my god. I mean, it's what? We've got
Zombies.
the spiritual successor to Outbreak from Cold War. We've got everything we know and love about zombies. And a big old look at what they called
Good
the
old
big
Ray
map.
there.
Did you notice at home when you saw that screen grab? Oh, that's a big map. That's the sort of map I could see 100-something players jumping into. Very loud man or woman standing. Guys, zombies, let's get into it. The ray gun on desk right now obviously is very, very...
Very
It
pretty.
looks fun.
Although I did see an
I cannot
unboxing
wait,
of that,
frankly.
and
I think the big thing is
the quality wasn't all
it's
that great, but maybe that was just that
for
one. Maybe it
others
was a
who have
one-off.
Never played zombies before. It's Warzone type of style.
It
You
is pretty,
have
to be
also
fair,
Ether,
but also
waves
very
of Ether
expensive.
coming in that make your life a lot harder. As if zombies wasn't hard enough. But just there is something for everybody in this zombies game. It's so fun. I actually, you know, could see a couple of the pro players in the CDL reacting to zombies and being like, hold on a second, are we gonna play?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a zombies player now.
Zombies look sick. It does look sick. You're absolutely right. But Ali, I mean, this is like we're gonna pull up as a squad. We're gonna have our own whip. All of our skins are involved. We can enjoy the cinematic story moments, and then we can get absolutely into the action and play around with the zombies.
Absolutely, Miles. I know that you're gonna be on the outskirts for a hot minute. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Me and Ant will take all of the really difficult hordes as we head towards the center. It kind of gives me, because I played a lot of Outbreak, so I am kind of curious as to, like, they talk about the 3 different levels. Like, how serious are we talking about the jump between those levels?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited.
That
to
will
jump
be
in.
intriguing to find out as well, as she says.
Was the way that you can exfil with weapons to bring them back later on, right? Because like we can have strategies like you can get all the perks. I'll get a
I was always curious with that, you know, with the Outbreak world levels, like how much of a jump that was compared to, you know, your traditional round-based. So that will be really interesting to see.
How insane the zombies are going to be in this game, and that's what I get most excited about. I just want to see that whole horde come towards me. I want to have that crazy scorcher, light them all up.
Yeah, get that new wonder weapon.
Those layers for everybody. If you're new to zombies, you can just stay on the outside, loot up, and take your time. So a bunch of.
I think this will be so fun to play, like on stream with people from chat and stuff as well. But as they said earlier, you can play it solo as well if you prefer that. Especially if we join together as a big mega super group. Here we go. Vault Edition pre-order and unlock the Soul Harvester Tracer weapon blueprint. That's so pretty. It is so pretty, but only for the Vault Edition.
November 10th, folks. Make sure that's in your calendars.
Really like the zombie ghost skin as well. I'm sure you guys saw that from the previous zombies cinematic trailer. If you haven't seen that, should be up on my channel. Go check it out. But yeah, that was a really cool skin. And now this is a super cool blueprint. I really like the purple.
You electrify undead hordes.
Dead wire as well.
That can fetch me their souls. I just wanted to get it out.